All right, right now we're going to talk about the 5 best things about living in the Carrollwood area of Tampa. Here we go. I'm Sam and welcome to the Living in Tampa, Florida channel, or welcome back to the channel. Right here we make videos about what it's like to live, work, play, and move to the Tampa, Florida area. If that's something you want to follow along with, make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell so you don't miss any of our videos. I'm also a licensed realtor in the state of Florida, so if you have any real estate specific questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Call, text, email. My phone number and email are right there on the screen. Please reach out anytime. All right, today I want to hit on the 5 best things about living in the Carrollwood area of Tampa. Carrollwood is a suburb, kind of, but it's actually still in Tampa. All the addresses will still be Tampa. It's not outside of the city. It is within the city. And I kind of like to combine Carrollwood and Northdale in my mind, which is a little over 50,000 people. You see it right here on the map. Kind of the northwest side of Tampa. To the west of it is Citrus Park. To the north, you have that like Lutz Keystone area. To the east, you have Lake Magdalene. And then to the southeast, you have Tampa. Some clients of mine recently that had reached out through the YouTube channel, Kyle and Aaron from Buffalo. They were here visiting the Tampa area. I had kind of given them some pointers of some areas they should check out and kind of some of the pros and cons of those areas based on what they were looking for. And they really loved the Carrollwood and Northdale areas. And then Erin actually told me that whenever she was watching my videos previously, I was talking about the mature landscaping, and she thought that was kind of a silly point to make of like, who cares if the landscaping is mature or not? But in these older areas of Tampa, it does feel really different. I mean, and you have streets like this, where the oak trees and the pine trees are huge, towering over the streets. And it just has a very different feel than new developments like Starkey Ranch, as you can see here, like where there's still trees on the outside of the development, but not a lot within the yards and things like that. So this list is actually not in order in any way, but the number 1 best thing about living in the Carrollwood area is the mature landscaping. These giant shade trees and all the care that people put into their yards, into their properties, that has been here since the 60s and 70s. All right, the second great thing about living in the Carrollwood, Northdale area is that it's still really close to the city. It's still technically in the city of Tampa. So that means easy access to shopping over in Citrus Park or down in West Chase, easy access to the airport, easy access to downtown, and easy access to highways that can get you anywhere within the city. The beach still isn't super close, but it's still pretty easy to access from here as well. People often call and ask me what are the safest areas of Tampa, and it's kind of a hard topic to talk about as a realtor because of the ethics codes that we agree to as realtors, to not steer people into certain areas or out of certain areas. But Carrollwood and Northdale overall are very safe, are very quiet, are very family focused, and have a very wide range of ages. So that is number 3 on the list. It is quieter and safer than some other areas in Tampa. All right, number 4 on my list is that houses in this area do have quite a bit of character. A lot of them were built in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and they were built a little bigger than other homes were in that era. So you have a lot of homes over 2,000 square feet and some even bigger right on the golf course that you can tell it's kind of got that like old money, old like passed down in the family kind of a feel with a house, with an estate. They feel a little bit more like estates right here on the golf course, and that's really interesting to me. And they just have lines that are different than new houses. And, you know, a lot of houses don't look similar to each other throughout a neighborhood. That's not only in the neighborhoods with big homes, but also in the neighborhoods with small to mid-sized homes as well. That diversity in housing is really interesting to me, and that's something that I look for in an area that I care about. I get kind of bored with the, like, every house looks the same. Okay, number 5 is access. It's kind of similar to like being close to the city, but there is a lot of food and shopping right here in the Carrollwood area. Specifically along Dale Mabry, there is all kinds of restaurants and shopping and all kinds of dining options, from like the fast food places that you're used to, like Chick-fil-A and McDonald's, to the fast casual places like Mod Pizza and Chipotle, and then to the more unique places like Sacred Pepper or Maple Street Biscuit Company. Some of those are local kind of places, are a lot more interesting, and they do have enough of an audience in Carrollwood to actually put those restaurants. So the more we patronize those places as well, the more that similar kind of places will come into the area. You can tell, I mean, overall, I actually really like the Carrollwood area. I live a little bit further outside of town, but this area is really, really interesting. It even just reminds me of other cities I've been in, where it just feels like old and established and kind of mature, and I really, really like that kind of feel, where these houses sit on bigger lots, and people have just been here for generations. You can kind of tell, it just kind of has that feel to it. I hope that you found this information useful. The 5, I shouldn't call them the 5 best things. It's more like 5 of the good things about the Carrollwood area. Hi. I like to set up in these neighborhoods to film these videos because I think it just kind of gives a different feel. But some of the homeowners just came out and they're like, "What are you doing out there?" And I try to tell them, and they're like, "Well, only say good things." And in the next video, we're gonna get into some of the negative things. But also, if you missed the Carrollwood overview video, that is linked right above. Make sure you check that one out to kind of get a feel for the area overall. And don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell so you get notifications for every video that we do. And again, I love hearing from people that are moving here or thinking about moving here. So if you are in that boat, please don't hesitate to reach out. My phone number and email are right there on the screen. Thanks for coming by.